Hey, cousins. We're here. We're here. Sorry for the party, but we are here. Let me, before I break down the rules, let me send a link for you guys to join the show. Shout out where you're watching from. In the meantime, cousins, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from. Okie dokie. Excuse me. All right, I'm about to put the link to join as a guest. Okay, so the link to join as a guest is in the YouTube comment section. So right now in the YouTube comment section, the link, if you want to be a guest on the show, is in the YouTube comment section. Now, I'm about to put it in the Facebook comment section. Chicago's in the building. Louisiana's in the building. I see y'all. So now it's in both areas. So if you want to be a guest on the show, the link is in the YouTube comment section and also the Facebook comment section. Mississippi, Texas, Toronto, UK, DC, North Carolina's in the building. Did I pin it? I think I pinned it. I thought I pinned it. I didn't pin it. Oh. Pin. Is it pinned? Okay. I don't think I pinned it. Now it's pinned. Okay. All right. So it should be pinned there. The comment section has the link to join as a guest. All right. Let's get into it. Hi, cousins. Hi, cousins. Hi, cousins. South Carolina, Detroit's in the building. Washington, D.C., Brooklyn, Tampa, Florida, St. Lucia, Florida, Orlando, Minnesota, Connecticut, my hometown state. You know, I represent Chicago. I lived in Chicago for a long time, a good portion of my career, but I was born in Connecticut. All right, okay. ATL, Rochester, New York, Arizona, Barbados, Alabama, Houston, Texas. All right, let's start. Ridgell, show me the room, Ridgell. Show me the room. Okay, we ready for you. Ready, boo? I can't hear you. Is your mic on? Do you have it on Bluetooth? I can't hear you, baby. Let me take you out, but let's try to work on it. Let me see if it's you or if it's somebody else. Let's see if it happens to somebody else. Wild Vani. Show me your room, Wild Vani. Show me your room. Move the camera. Okay. Let's see. Hello? It was her. It was you, girl. Girl, get the other girl, get your volume together. You ready? I need light, sweetheart. Child, y'all got to have it together now. Hello? Hello?
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Okay. What's your name, baby?
My name is Ridgell.
Ridgell, where you calling me from?
I am calling from Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. How old are you?
I am 35.
35. Ridgell, Austin, Texas. What do you do for a living?
I'm in human resources.
Human resources. Do you have any kids?
I have I have a 15-year-old one.
15-year-old. I'm echoing. I don't know. I don't think I'm echoing, but a 15-year-old.
Maybe.
Have you ever been married? I can't hear you now, Ridgell. You did something. The volume's going. Ridgell, we can't hear you, baby. Child, I can't hear you. You were fine. I don't know why you moved, girl. I guess I'm going back to this one.
Oh, shit.
Listen, you know what I just did, though? We need the light. Have the light in your face. Is this the best light you have? I feel like I want the light in your face. It might look good to them. Let me see how it looks to them.
That's as good as it's gonna get.
Well, you could turn somewhere and the light would be in your face. It's like the light is behind you. This might be fine.
It's up tall. It's on my ceiling.
Okay. I want to see. Okay, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Let's go. They said the light is good. So what happens is this. Let me explain to y'all why I'm always talking about light. In front of me is a big ring light. So because of my big ring light, in the moment, sometimes it's hard to see people if they don't have good light as well. In the playback, though, it's usually fine. Okay. What's your name, baby?
Briana,
Briana. How old are you?
27.
27. What you do for a living, boo?
I'm a farmer and a fashion designer.
You're a farmer?
Yes. Well,
Oh my
I
God.
just bought my house, so it's not up and running yet. So I technically, it's not officially a farm yet. But
Where do you live? Okay, yeah, your light is good.
I live in Arkansas, but I'm from Dallas, Texas.
So you're gonna be you're a farmer in Arkansas.
Yes.
Okay. Because I believe doesn't weather matter for farming?
Absolutely. That's why I am not in season yet. The seeds are in the ground, everything's growing. It's just not actually ready to serve yet.
Okay. So you're a farmer, and what's your other job you said?
I'm a fashion designer, so I make clothing and custom pieces.
She's a farmer and a fashion designer. You're 27. What's your zodiac sign?
An Aquarius.
Aquarius. Do you have any children?
No.
No kids. And you live in Arizona. No, Arkansas, right?
Yes, Arkansas.
Okay. So we got Briana, 27, lives in Arkansas, Aquarius, a farmer and a fashion designer. No kids. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I guess just somebody that fits into what I'm trying to do because um, I've met men that aren't trying to live on a farm or don't see themselves living in Arkansas, and I own my home, so it's kind of a must.
So you want a man that either lives in Arkansas or be willing to move to Arkansas because you're not leaving.
Yes, at least for the next 10 years, because I just bought my house last year. Like, I closed in September, so I'm not leaving anytime soon.
Okay. So do you want to get married within the next 10 years?
Of course.
So you want to move into your house then?
I'll say this. There's an opportunity if, it's the right person that we can buy a house somewhere and I can rent out my house, but that it would have to be the right person. It's not just going to be just some random person, but I'm not going to just move any random person into my house either.
No, I mean, I get that. I get that. But that's why I said that you want to get married. I wasn't talking about just a random person. This is be a person that you dated and you guys are talking about marriage. Obviously, you live in the same house. And you said you made it clear you bought a house, so you're not going to move for at least 10 years. So the idea is if you got married, he would have to move into your house, which could be fine. I just wonder if you ever thought about that.
Yes. I mean, the person that I'm thinking of that I'd possibly find on here probably travels for work or something like that. So a long distance situation wouldn't be an issue.
Right. I think, and the reason I think this is a really good conversation moment because listen, I'm all for women of having their own. I wouldn't be where I am if I wasn't a person focused like I was in my life. But I do think when you buy a house and then you want to get married, and there's nothing wrong with it. So I want to make sure I explain that. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. But if you buy a house as a woman and then you meet your man after, have you thought about, okay, this means he moves in with us, my home, or do you sell your home and get another house? I was just wondering if you ever thought about that. But let's continue. What are your deal breakers?
I would say I'm open to either or for sure.
It could be either or.
But
Okay.
I do have business plans written and they are for where I am living. So it would have to be a conversation for sure.
So it would make sense if you got married just for him to move into your house, which there's nothing wrong
Yes.
with it. But I think that as single women plan, you also have to plan to be a wife. It doesn't really just happen overnight. Like you have to, just like you are planning to be a farmer, you plan like your career steps. You have to put yourself in the same space to become a wife. So it's fine if you are set on this house. I'm just wondering, did you ever think about what that looks like if you were to get married? And are you okay with him moving into that house? And would it still always be your house? Or would it be his house too? Because now he's also your husband.
Oh, it would definitely be us too, for sure. I mean, I don't have kids, so I am trying to find somebody I can build a life with. So, that's what I'm saying. It would be a conversation. It's not just going to be for anyone, though. I am willing to move, but I am trying to start a farm. Like, that is my passion. So that would have to also be within those plans. But I have been single for a year now, and I bought my house after I was single. I have been celibate since last year as well. So I've been more focused on myself and my business rather than a man and getting married.
Okay, fair enough. I'm very proud of you too for buying a house at your age.
Thank
That's
you.
very impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. I think they're saying your Wi-Fi is messing up, but I could work through it. What are your deal breakers?
Um, I will say that my ex was, he liked to put his hands on people. So that would definitely, all these notifications, Jesus. That would be a
I
problem.
think people are following you. They're following you during the interview.
Yeah, that's what the problem is. And I'm on my laptop for everyone that have an Android and all that. So I could get on my phone, but we're already in it now. So I'm just going to do it.
Just gonna do it. Okay.
I can't stop the notification.
We got a paid question, but before I get to that, let's keep going. Should the man look a certain way? Hello, honey. Can you hear me, honey?
I am more attracted to somebody's intelligence. Yes, it's the notifications. I'm sorry. It's I can't stop them, and it's like every 2 seconds I'm getting a notification.
Okay. Well, okay. I gotta do the interview though. So you ready?
Them.
Listen, just focus,
Yes,
Briana, honey.
it's me. Like if
Briana.
I would stop getting notifications, we could easily do the interview.
So do you want me to? You could just talk to me and forget the notifications. Just stay focused.
I'm here with you.
All right. So I asked you, does the guy have to look a certain way?
No, you were saying that it's breaking up. The connection's breaking up.
Okay. Does the guy have to look a certain way?
No,
Briana.
I'm more attracted to intelligence more than look. So I would be focused more on his mind rather than his looks.
Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
I'm here with you. I promise. It's the notifications going off that are breaking it up.
Briana, does
I
he
would
have to
say
make
that he would at least have to make 50K as of now.
There's a lag.
50K
Okay, they're telling me there's a delay.
now.
There's a lot happening now. There's a lot happening.
I would say.
So, okay, there's a delay. They're telling me there's clearly a delay. I didn't know there's a delay. So, do you have a money requirement?
He would need to make 50K right now. When we were to have kids going down the line, I would say maybe 75 because I would be more focused on an entrepreneur income rather than a steady income and an entrepreneur income. So we would need that steady income for however many kids he would like to have and myself.
Okay. All right, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh Lord, y'all ain't gonna be able to see nothing in this dress.
Okay. We see you, boo. I love that she got already set up. Okay, let's give her a good shape. I mean, we can see kind of. So, Briana, you're 27. What's the age range you would date?
I ain't trying to be a whole show pony on the show.
Say again?
I would say 32 to 39.
32 to
32 to 30.
39. All right, so a couple of questions. Shay said, speaking about the guy, Shay says, does the man have to pay your mortgage or get a second house together? Will you leave him if it's paid off? What does get out of this deal? What does he get out of this deal? Let me read it again. Shay said, does he have to pay your mortgage or get a second house together? Will you leave him once it's paid off? What does he get out of this deal? This is back to the you own your own house question.
Well, I pay my house by myself, so whether we're together or not, my house is my farm, so I'm going to pay it off regardless of him. I would like for us to build a life together, and I already do have a home. A lot of people don't own a home. Some people live in apartments and things like that. So, or somebody that travels. So somebody that doesn't have a home would prefer maybe somebody like me that already does have a home, because they don't have to worry about us both buying a house and everything like that. He can just, move in, and we already have that level or that situation already settled. So, I mean, for somebody, that'll be a good thing. For somebody else, it might not be. So for him, that'll be a good thing.
Okay, fair enough. It might not be for you. Garden Rose did say this. She says, you are doing it the right way. Do not sell your house for no man. Buy one with your husband. These men, husbands, are or not too fickle for that. I think she meant to say these men and husbands are too fickle for that. And then Sleep Vibes said she has deprioritized. Sleep Vibes says she has deprioritized marriage. Let her do her farm. We are moving to Arkansas. Well, let me say this. I don't think I can agree with that. I think it's very impressive that you bought your own home. So I think everybody should salute you at 27 years old buying a house. Like, you have to do a lot to buy a house. So kudos to you. I was just asking the questions about if you find a man, what does that look like? Because you just made it so clear that your house was your business. You're not moving. So that's why I even asked about it, because you were like, for the next 10 years, you're not moving out of this house. So obviously, if you're willing to get married in the next 10 years, do you want the man to move in? But we can move on. I think we have that clarity there. All right. When was your last relationship?
I will just intercept for a second, because I could have, used all of the money that I spent, because it was a lot, to buy my house, to travel and things like that. But I already traveled when I was younger. I've been to China. I've been to a lot of different places in the US. I had a traveling job. So that wasn't a priority of mine. My priority was stability. I've dated in the past, and I haven't dated anybody that I wanted to marry. If I want to just settle down with some random man, I could have done that, or somebody that didn't make me happy, or somebody just for the money. I could have done all of that, but I want to find somebody that I can spend the rest of my life with. So I'd rather do that than just be with anybody.
Okay.
That's why I don't have kids too, because I don't want to just be with anybody.
No, I think that's smart. So the question was, when was your last relationship? Did I miss it?
I broke up with him in actually last Valentine's Day of 23.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate?
So
with
over
someone?
a year ago.
Okay. When was the last time you was
May
intimate
of
with
23.
Last year.
May of 2023.
I do not know why we have a delay.
Yes.
Okay. What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
I would definitely say the fact that I don't have a good relationship with my immediate family at the moment. Specifically, my mother would, I guess, be considered an issue. It's hard to get to know me very well in the beginning, because I do have walls up. So I I will be vulnerable and let you get to know like details about me, but as far as being like sensitive and showing my whole self to somebody, I'm not going to do that in the beginning because I I guess I just don't trust somebody to handle it with care. So I'm just gonna, yeah, I have. I'll say that. And then I did write it down, so I won't stop rambling. I can be too independent. I mean, I do have my own house, and I am trying to start multiple businesses. So there's that. Um, I overthink. So there's a few.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I think I have great qualities. I think that, the man that finds me appealing will enjoy the life that we can build together. And yeah, if you're for me, you're for me. If you're not, you're not. That's really what it is.
Um, as someone said, Kendra, do you not hear the notifications? I absolutely hear the notifications. We talked about this in the beginning of our interview. She does not know how to mute it. So I know how to shut down and stay focused. So that's what I've been doing, just shutting down and stay focused. In the very beginning, she said she didn't know how to do that, to turn it off. I'm gonna give you, we got two. Everyone's telling you to mute that stuff, but we're almost done. We're almost done at this moment. Um, Malavit Elephant said, the kind of man you probably want is going to require you to follow him and his life plans. It sounds like you want him to follow your life plans. Do you have a response to that?
Well, I did say that my flaw is that I am too independent, so that is a possibility. I think that somebody that's on my, same path, it'll work for them. That person doesn't work for me, so it's okay.
That's okay. Fair enough. All right. And did you give me did I ask you why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. The noise is driving everyone crazy. So let's just do it. We got Briana, Arkansas,
I'm sorry.
Aquarius, farmer, and fashion designer. No kids. And could the guy have kids? I can't remember.
I don't know a situation where that would work because I am a stepdaughter. I have a stepmother and a stepfather, and I am never their child. And if I had a stepdaughter, would want them to see me in some type of mother role eventually. So I don't know how that would work. And the father would have to do a lot more than he's probably willing to do to make that work. So it's easier if he doesn't have a kid.
Okay. So are you saying you're a
That's good.
product of having a stepfather and it wasn't the best relationship?
I can't stand, well, I don't have a good relationship with either one of them. Yeah, I'll say that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's probably why you became so independent, because you had to you only had yourself to rely on. And that's really the backstory to a lot of independent women's story is they had no choice but to become independent in order to rely on anybody other than themselves. So do you think that your upbringing made you this independent woman that you talked about?
I mean, that's
Say again?
absolutely. I mean, I had a mother that, I had a mom that always had to go to work. Like she was always at work. I was definitely a latchkey kid. My mom was an older woman and my dad died when I was 17. So I definitely have been on my own for a while and figuring it out by myself. And I don't have a good relationship with my mom now or that side of my family. So I'm on my own. Like if I don't make it, then it's not gonna happen.
I understand.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say a prayer for you. I hope you and your mother could work things out. I hope as time goes on, you guys can find a way to come back together. I really do. I don't take joy in hearing that you're not that close with your mom. Say again.
It's actually a recent problem, if that
Okay.
makes you feel better.
Well, recent or not, I hope you and your mother can figure out a way to repair it. I do. Well, let's do it. They already been hitting you up. Let's give it to them. Briana, Arkansas, 27, Aquarius, farmer, fashion
I
designer.
actually found out how to turn off the notifications last second.
Okay. How can the guy
I
reach
turned
out to
off the
you?
notifications like 2 seconds ago.
Right.
My
How can the guy reach?
Instagram is there.
Okay, give it to the
My
people.
Instagram is at the bottom. Wild Vaughn. WILDVONNE. Wild Vaughn.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. I want you to keep me posted how it goes, love.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Bye, baby. Oh, she went away. My oracle's watching. My oracle wanted to give you a free reading. There were some more comments. I saw those questions, but I didn't want to. We're not going to keep beating her up. Listen, there's really nothing wrong. Like you buy your own house. Like congratulations, right? So I think we have to move on from it. But I do think it is something all women who desire marriage and a partnership should just think about. And I think that there's nothing like the only reason we really got there is because she wasn't leaving her house for 10 years. You know, when you're so committed to that, have you ever thought about, what that dynamic like in marriage? But we're gonna move forward. Let's get somebody else. Um, do I have any guys in queue? Okay, let me try Ridgell again. Let's see if Ridgell got her phone together. Did you get your phone together, girl?
I think I did. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
All right, Ridgell. Okay, I have some stuff. Let me see if it's still there. Ridgell, Houston, Texas, 35, human resources. You have a 15-year-old, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
Aquarius. All right, let's do it. Ridgell, Austin, Texas.
Austin.
Austin, Texas, 35, Aquarius, works in human resources, has a 15-year-old. Have you ever been married?
I have.
When did you get divorced?
2013.
Okay, let's do it, girlfriend. How can a man what kind of man you looking for?
I'm actually looking for someone that is kind, someone that has, I'm not going to say emotional intelligence, but high intellect when it comes to their emotions. And what that looks like is someone that is able to, when I'm having a hard time, they are able to recognize my emotions. And they're also able to recognize their responses to my emotions so that we can find a way to regulate. And I say that because I do have anxiety, and that just comes from being in the military. So, yeah, I would like for someone that can have that intellect in navigating spaces with me.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
A deal breaker: men with more than two children. One, they must have only one baby mother.
Okay.
Another breaker is someone who doesn't understand how to balance their masculine and their feminine. I think those two go hand in hand when it comes to men and women. So yeah, I would really like for someone to be able to do that. And if they can't, um, that's a problem for me. Another deal breaker, unfortunately, is someone that is not financially literate. And that could look like anything, but for the most part, just able to handle adulting, the bare minimum of what adulting looks like, and being able to kind of supply their wants, not just their needs, but their wants as well.
Okay. Financially literate. Is there a minimum amount of money he should make?
Um, I don't know. No, not. I wouldn't like to put a number on it. I think again, just someone that they're able to live a comfortable lifestyle. They're able to take care of the bare minimum, and I'm not talking about rent. I'm talking about mortgage, and that could be their mortgage, not mine, but their mortgage, and someone that has a credit score that is larger than 700 because mine is a 700. So I think if those individuals have those things, then I can say that they have some education when it comes to finances, in my opinion.
Okay. So you look a certain way.
No, I've dated the ugliest to the finest, and it's all about character for me. Um, yeah, it's just about character.
All about character. We got to the money question. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh no, okay. And I did see that someone said that I look like a man. First of all, I am a 12-year gymnast. I was a cheerleader as well. And I do take care of myself. So, yeah,
No, you look
I
great.
have strong features. Sorry.
You look great. Um, Ridgell, what's the age range you would date? You're 35.
Um, I would say yes, 35, my age, and I can go up to. I've dated men in their 50s. I don't think they really want to take it serious. I think they're looking for fun and not a young girl that's 20 years younger than them. So I got to be realistic about that. So I would say 35 to 45.
35 to 45. Okay. When was your last relationship?
Last November.
Last November. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I will say that I'm still a virgin in 2024.
Wait a minute. So enlighten me. Does our virginity reset every year?
Yeah, mine does.
Oh, so you
There-
start at zero every
yeah,
January.
yep.
So as far as we have entered in 2024, you are a virgin again.
I am a virgin again, but I was in a relationship all last year up until November. So one
Okay.
person, but yeah, I'm a virgin again right now.
They're asking me, have you been here before?
I have been here twice, and I can never like. It was always my audio. So
Wait a
yeah.
minute. I didn't know this. So I interviewed you 2 times?
No, you never interviewed me at the beginning. My audio just never worked, so I got off of the
So
live.
this is your first full time.
Yes, it is.
Okay, okay. Listen, I forget, but the cousins remember. I will say this: we had audio issues when you started this time,
Yes.
girl. All right. Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Um, I think one flaw that I have is that I want to work on my discernment when it comes to not just friends, but also, men, but the people just in my proximity. I want to work on discernment with that. A second thing I want to work on is I lose interest very, very quickly. And so I want to work on actually being present with someone and learning them learning me. And I'm very closed. I'm very, very closed off. That could be just because I was in the military for so long and, I just have this hard exterior, but I do well with just close people that really, really try to get to know me. I don't do the fakeness. Yeah, I'm not good for that. So you really, really genuinely have to try to get to know me. And that takes effort, that takes time, that takes communication. If you don't give me that, then I again lose interest.
Okay. Now, do you want more kids? You have a 15-year-old?
No, no.
No, no more kids. Can the guy have kids?
Yes, no more than two by the same woman.
No more than two by the same woman. Okay. Um, and why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Um, because I am a multiplier. That's one thing. So when it comes to business, and not multiplying with kids, by the way, I know y'all probably thinking that, but I'm just talking about business. And when it comes to just life in general, I want to multiply in so many different ways with that person. I am very intelligent, so bouncing ideas off of me, I can be a good sounding board. I give space. I'm gonna be honest, I am friends with all of my exes. And I think the reason for that is because I give space for men to really share, to cry, to do whatever. But I do give that space and I don't judge. And I think that's a wonderful thing as a woman to have, not just with the man I'm dating, but just any man in general. They feel safe with me. And then
Can I ask you a question about that?
yes,
So, with being friends with all your exes, have you ever linked back up after you broke up?
I don't double back. Nope, never.
Okay. So, if you met a guy and he was uncomfortable with that, would you end those friendships, or are you not giving up those friendships?
Yes, I will end those friendships. My ex and I actually, going into that, he had his deal breakers, he had his rules. And one of them was, being friends with exes. That was a no-go. And so, as respect, they are my friends. So they understood, yeah, we kicking it. But if it ain't with him and we ain't in public, it ain't, yeah, we're not doing that. It has to be a group setting. It has to be in public. And my man has to be present. Not that he was jealous or anything like that. It's a respect. But yes, I did lose communication with those exes for the time being to see what I could build. I actually had my ex-husband. I was supposed to be on a dating show, and my ex-husband was supposed to be on the show with me to find me a husband. So that's how close I am with my friends. Like, and it was called Divorce Singles. It was based in Africa, but it was called Divorce Singles, and I made it to the show. And yeah, my ex wanted to find a husband for me. So yeah.
Wow, you really are close to your exes. Do you want to get married again?
Um, I, you know what? Women say we want something and then we don't even know what we want. Um, I would say yes, for the right person. I just haven't felt that butterfly or anything like that. Yeah, if I ever get the butterflies again and I can picture myself walking down the aisle, absolutely. But right at this moment, I do want to just find a companion, someone that really, really loves me more than or like me more than I like them at the moment.
She wants a man that likes her more. I want to ask this: since you said if the guy doesn't have a problem with it, you'll remain friends with your exes. So would you be okay if your new man had the same setup? If he was friends with all his exes, would that bother you?
No, not necessarily because I think, well, it's a respect. It's just one of those things where I think everything has to be out in the open. If we all know what's going on, and these women are respectful, I don't see no issues with that. If I can really honestly that it's a friendship. Now, why you would want to be, I think it's a double standard there. I don't see a reason for you
Yeah,
want to
I was
be.
gonna right say, what do you mean why? You just said that you're cool with all your exes. Were you about to say why would he want to be friends?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't understand why he would want to be friends with, because women, we have an emotional attachment, right? And so me, I feel like I'm an anomaly when it comes to emotional attachments because as an Aquarius, I'm just not attached. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just not an emotional attached person. So maybe that's why I can look at things a little bit more logical. I can't trust other women like that to think as logical as I do, and I think that's what a lot of the men tell me is like you think so logical and you're an anomaly to the point that like not every woman thinks like you. So don't think that every woman thinks like you because they don't. And they say that that's what they experience in their dating. So that's why I say it's yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Ooh, girl, you know it is a double standard. I will say this though. I don't listen, do what you guys want to do. I don't think there's a need. I'm your new best friend. What do you got?
Yeah,
I mean, of course, your man's gonna have friends, right? Unless you have a child together, I really don't understand why you would be in communication with an ex.
I
If,
agree.
if y'all don't share a child together, but I mean, but you say you're friends with all your exes, so I just assume that you would be okay if your man had the same setup.
Yeah.
All right, I want to say that we got some paid questions before you go. Um, okay, where was Office James says, you sound like you would be a good life coach the way you describe your qualities. But what makes you a good romantic partner? That's Office James. That's a question for you.
A good romantic partner? I mean, romance and intimacy. I don't know how to really explain that when it comes to romance. I'm not a big romantic person, but as far as partnership, I think I'm I do very well in bed on the intimacy side. I mean, that's a part of romance, right? Intimacy, and intimacy has different layers. So, in the bedroom, I have no problems. I think when it comes to um, wo- men woo women, but I also love to trick on my man. At the end of the day, I'll trick too. And so that's not an issue. And I think as far as just lived experiences, like enjoying life together and just trying to knock off every bucket list we can think of together. I think that's a big thing. And then as far as spiritual goes, um, yeah, I'm going to spiritually feed you in any way I can. I'm a spiritualist. I'm not religious when it comes to like Baptist and stuff like that. But when it comes to just African spirituality and being spiritual in a sense, I can feed your soul in ways like that. So.
Okay, she can feed yourself. I think this goes along with the friends. You still being friends with your ex statement. Darnell Jones says, how can you expect God to send you a new blessing when you're still holding on to the past relationships and hanging out with your exes?
I
Darnell
don't
Jones has that question.
Yeah, I don't hang out with my exes. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying as far as phone conversations and us hanging out as a group, I don't something that I did 10 years ago with someone as an ex that doesn't define my friendship with them 10 years later down the road. But yeah, no, I don't hang out with my exes on that type of tip, and I'm not hanging on to them in our relationships. If I was, you would probably hear me projecting right now, and I have nothing to project about. All of my relationships were wonderful. I was just young when I got married, and as far as my last relationship, we just didn't work out. So, yeah, that's where I'm at
Okay.
with.
And little double I said, how come none of them wanted you and your husband was glad to give you away? It seems like you're the problem. So
Oh,
I guess he's, do you want to respond?
um, I wouldn't say, well, I think that they would have to know my story to know if they wanted me or not. I have been engaged 3 different times, and I'm the one that did not want them. So, and I chose that just based off of what standards I had. And I pretty much ended up engaged within a year with all of them. So,
So all three, there were three different men?
yes, 3 different men. Oh, since the beginning, since I was 20 years old.
And all three, you decided to end the engagement?
Correct. Well, it was mutual, but yeah, it was more so my thing. I felt like I wasn't emotionally attached like I should be.
Okay. Okay. So none of the three men that wanted to marry you, that you said yes when they proposed, you felt as though you could actually marry.
Correct. And those were the two after my ex-husband, by the way.
So technically, you've been proposed to 4 times because you married one.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I've been proposed to 3 times, married once. So two was just proposals.
Got you. Okay. All right. We're gonna let you go, girl. We're gonna stop putting you on the fire. Did you give me your age range? You're 35.
Yes.
Okay. Um, Austin, Texas, human resources. You said you're okay if he has kids, right?
Yes.
Do you want to answer one more question? There's another question for you.
Sure.
Okay, you'll deserve. Darnell Jones again says, "Why does your ex-boyfriend have to be emotionally attached to you? Do you think a man would appreciate that?" Okay, why does your ex-boyfriend have an emotional attachment to you? Do you think a man would appreciate that?
I don't think I said that my ex-boyfriends have an emotional attachment. I think I said that I didn't have an emotional attachment to my exes, which is why I did not marry them. I think that's what I said.
Do they have, well, let's just ask it directly. Do you feel as
Mhm.
though any of your exes have an emotional attachment to you?
My ex-husband's still in love with me. Yes.
Woo! And this is your child's father?
Yes.
So you asked for the, was it you that filed for divorce?
No.
He filed for divorce.
He did file for divorce.
But he wants you back?
He does want me back.
Why did he file for divorce if he wants to still be with you?
That is a long story. That was our military life. And anybody that knows the military knows that that's a life. That is a
Okay.
path. Yeah.
Okay, well, the ex-husband still want a child, so hopefully you can be okay with that next man.
Yeah.
Let's go. Ridgell, Austin, Texas, 35 Aquarius, Human Resources, mom to a 15-year-old. How can the guy reach out to you?
Ridgell Jones on Instagram or Ridgell Jones on Facebook.
All right, well, thank you for being a good sport and answering all these questions.
Thank you.
Bye, baby. Let's see if I got a man in queue. I got, okay, Calvez. Calvez, show me the room, Calvez. Calvez, show me the room. Where'd you go? Okay, there we are. Hey, Calvez. We can't hear you, babe.
Can you hear me?
Am I saying your name right?
No, it's Calvez.
Calvez.
Yeah,
I apologize. Calvez, where you calling us from?
I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Ooh, my pen just died. Let me get another pen. Is that where you live?
Yeah,
Charlotte, how old are you?
46.
46. Okay, you look good for 46.
Appreciate it.
What you do for a living?
I work at I'm a field engineer and I also own my trucking company.
Okay. Do you have any children?
Yeah, I have one daughter, 27.
27. Have you ever been married?
Yep.
When did you
Divorced,
get
and I got 2013. I got the paperwork and everything.
I can Google you right now. You gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah.
divorce? Okay.
Divorced.
What's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
All right.
You cool with my nephew,
Aquarius
Kendra?
night. Huh?
I said you cool with my nephew.
I know your nephew in real life.
Yeah, Kendall.
Who is it? Who?
Kendall. Andre.
That's your nephew in real life?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can call him. I want to verify right now. So what? So are you related to his father?
His mama.
His mother's your sister?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how to use FaceTime, child. Kendall might answer, he might not answer. He like me. I don't like people FaceTiming me um without without a notice in advance. So let me see if let me see if he'll answer. Calvez,
Yeah, hi, Tyler. Here. Uncle Boo, that's what he called me.
what do you call you? I got something in my mouth. Y'all didn't even tell me. Listen, Kendall, you know that man? He said he
What
know
up,
you,
bro?
Kendall.
You said what?
This man said he your uncle.
What up, Drake?
You can't see? Wait, hold on. Can you see?
Oh my God, that's my uncle.
He said you're his uncle. I said I gotta verify. Okay, you busy. That's your uncle though?
What up, Drake?
He's my mama little brother.
He said you're his mama little brother.
Yeah.
All right. I will call you later. Everyone's asking what Kendall can host. I gotta give him more money. I gotta see if I can afford Kendall. Say hi to everybody, Kendall.
I'm gone. Bye.
Bye. All right, so we got verification. You are Kendall's uncle.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Calvez, Charlotte, 46, Aquarius, field engineer, truck company, has a 27-year-old, right?
Yeah.
All right. And you Kendall's mama's little brother.
Yeah.
All right, what kind of woman are you looking for?
The main thing, I just want somebody that self loves, self respect, uh, self honesty. Just to love themselves. I know it's a lot of hurt women out here, and it seems like that's all I meet. Somebody who got their guards up, their windows up, they wall up. I just want somebody that's got that under control and got that taken care of, and just want just free. Somebody, like I said, respectful. Somebody that's gonna make me feel wanted. You know what I mean? That's gonna show me the love that I show them. Uh, don't mind, if like Michelle Obama said it best. She was like, sometimes when you in a relationship with like her and Barack, I know a lot of women say they want somebody, a provider and stuff like that. But she said sometimes Barack can't provide what she got to take the cover or do 80-20. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be 70-30. Not that I'm looking for that, but I want somebody that if I did fall, that I know they could pick me up. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's all. I'm just looking for somebody, real affectionate. Don't mind, in public holding hands, my kissing or something like that. I don't want no boring woman. I don't want no boring woman at all. So
Okay.
yeah.
So I want to ask you a couple of things. So you're meeting a lot of women. You said you meet a lot of women who are still hurt and not healed. So give me some examples and that. Like, what have you experienced as a real life example?
Well, it had to be. Uh, I met women that it had to be something in their childhood that I guess they never uh, released from a guy. Far as not trusting the man. And the walls was up so tight that it was hard to break through, to even get to know them. So it was hard to get to know them because their walls was up, and they've been through something in their past that I guess they never got help for, or even talked about. And it just seemed like I just meet those type of women, and I mean I get a chance to talk to them, and I actually just encourage them. I talk to them with words of encouragement. It may not lead to nothing, but sometimes it's just I might be the person that could talk to them, what I'm saying, make them feel better, make them feel like, go talk to somebody that you feel comfortable with, and whatever you went through to, release that pain. But I always meet women like that, like just don't trust a guy. Uh, it's just always a man this, like we just so wrong in every level. So I'm like, man, that's rough. That's rough.
Okay. So come healed, ladies, or at least come with a give him a chance to give him a chance to mess up. Don't use your experience from the last guy to affect your experience with the next
The
guy.
future. Right, right.
Yeah. And I think that's an overall lesson. And I understand as a woman why you will, if you've been so hurt, the next relationship, your guards are so up because you don't want to experience that pain again. So it's both, like I understand the woman's the woman's reaction to how she's showing up, but I
Yeah,
also respect you as a new person in her life. You want a fair chance to be the proper man. Okay, what are
right.
your deal breakers besides being unhealed?
I don't like women who follow all the trends. Every trend that go on, I don't feel like you got to follow every trend that go on. Somebody who always want to argue got to have the last word. I give you the last word if that make you feel good. Uh, and like I say, a liar and just untrustworthy. That's that's the man. Oh, you got to have pretty feet. You got to have pretty feet. So
You gotta
don't
have
hammer
pretty feet.
toes. No hammer toes.
No hammer toes. You're the second guy tonight. Well, he said you have to have your nails and feet done. And you're just saying on the record, have pretty feet.
Have pretty feet and look presentable, and just show respect for yourself. Show respect for yourself. If you wearing weave, make sure the weave is matching your hair. You know what I'm saying, and it ain't you don't see the tracks sticking up and stuff like that. No, just take care of yourself. That's it. Take care of yourself.
Okay. Now we're here. Does a woman gotta look a certain way?
Uh, she gotta look real good to me. I want a woman with some titties. I don't want my chest looking bigger than hers. Like I say, pretty feet. She looked good to me. I don't really care for the fake hair. like that. But I mean, if it's together, then I could work with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a couple questions for you. Intrusive Thoughts said, if your exes were asked to give one positive and one negative quality about you, what would they say?
The positive be, and I mean, really, I'm speaking for them, but I think the positive be like I'm a good listener. Um, the negative probably be like I got low tolerance for BS.
A low tolerance for BS. Okay. That'll be the negative. There's another question. What was it, the same question? Oh, they want this question answered badly. They asked they paid twice. Okay. Does the woman got to make a certain amount of money?
Yeah, I'm the dude that's gonna say, yeah, you got to make. I'm gonna say the minimum 80,000. I'm saying minimum 80,000. I ain't that 500,000 type of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 80,000 and to 100. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Woo, the men are saying the late. Well, first of all, I have a lot of women that make 100K on my show. I got the richest girls in the
Yeah.
world. So sometimes men say they don't care. Tell me why it matters to you if she makes between 80 to 100K.
Like I say, if I fail and I know she there to pick me up, and if she ain't making that type of money, then she ain't gonna be able to pick me up. You know, pick us both up at that time. You know, uh, and I look at it like we always here to work our own individual job. So whatever you make on your job, that's what you make. Whatever I make, that's what I make. You know what I'm saying? So we could say 100,000, but after Uncle Sam take all them taxes off, what you making now? So
I like that men are starting to denounce the notion that men don't care about women's money. That's really not true. That's really not true. I mean, I will say this. This is what I will say. I take that back. There are some men who do not care, right?
yeah,
I think that the overall statement, there's been a lot of blanket statements, and we apply them for all men and all women. And yes, there are some men who truly don't care, but then there are men who do care, and they want a woman who's either on their same financial level or in a good spot. So,
yeah,
okay.
I
I
care.
think say it again.
I said I care.
I think, all right, let's do it. Let's do the Kendra can.
Okay. Let me see. I'll just set it
A
right
lot of
here.
women said he's handsome. He's handsome. You're getting a lot of you handsomes.
You see
Okay.
it?
We can see you.
Yeah.
Look like you're in good shape. So you're 47. Pronounce your name for me again, Calvez.
Calvez.
Calvez. Calvez, you're 46?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there an age? What's the age range you want to date?
I say 30, 32 to 32 to 52. I go to 52.
32 to 52. 32
Yeah.
to 52. 32 to 52. So you will go older.
Yeah, I go older.
Do you want more children?
No, I think I'm all right. My daughter 27.
So,
Yeah,
but
I did.
32. So a 32-year-old, you want her to have her own money already. I mean, her own child already.
The thing with the child, I would be selfish. I said a woman with no child. I've been through it before when I met somebody that had a child, and that now you that's a whole different ball game because now you got to work on how do you want me to discipline your child? Do you want me to discipline your child like it's mine? And then if you don't discipline them right, then you gotta have you're gonna have a problem with that. So if you got a child, just be old enough. Uh, be an older kid, and because I don't want no baby daddy drama. I don't want nobody saying I don't want no dude over there with my kid and stuff like that. I don't got time for that.
Is there amount of children minimum or like I mean maximum? Could she have 4 kids? Could she have 3 kids?
And I just have one maybe two to max, but as long as they older.
Okay, so a woman who doesn't desire to procreate anymore, and if she does have children, just be because your child's 27. So be older.
Yeah.
Okay. When was your last relationship?
2013.
All right, you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
Last November.
You the second guy that said tonight that said he ain't been with nobody since last
Hey,
November.
I promise on everything.
And you the second guy. He was also an attractive guy, dark skin, and women didn't believe him. I don't know if they're gonna believe you either.
Well, I mean, it's I guess when you know what you're doing, you got what you got. You don't want to share it to everybody, so you just can't have it.
Woo! He said you can't have it, ladies. Okay, guys. Three flaws you have to work on.
Let me see. Just because I got a cutoff game. My cutoff game, I want to just lighten up on the cutoff game. Because I'll cut you off real quick. Whether you somebody I meet, family, whatever. Um, just be more of a still of I'm a good listener, but you always could be more better in certain areas. So just be a better listener, and just understand the person more. That's what I want. I want to understand the person more. Yeah.
Understand a person more. Okay.
Yeah.
Understand a person more. Okay. And why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
Well, she'll be lucky. We'd be lucky together, but she'll be lucky to come home after work with a nice bath, friend, nice dinner. Somebody, can listen to, whatever she may be going through. So she'd never have to worry about going outside to have somebody listen to what she's saying or what's important in her heart that she need to spill out. So just to be a good ear, um, to show her that I'm there 100%, affection, love. Uh, I'm somebody you could take home to mama, and mama gonna love me also. So I'm a doer. I'm a helper. Uh, I'm laid back, a little private, but she'd be lucky. She'd be happy to be with me. I'll make sure of that.
She'll be happy to be with you. You ready for some more paid questions?
Go ahead.
Okay, exclusive 40. Exclusive 40 said, you are on the right show. Despite the Bureau of Labor statistics, one half of the ladies on this show make 100K. So he's saying, basically what he's saying is, and that's what I said when you said it, a lot of women that come on my show make around 100K or more. So he's saying there should be a lot of options in that manner. Attitude Kanye said, would you go older than 52 for a fine auntie?
What's older? I
Okay,
mean,
you said
I'll
52. Let's say,
yeah.
would you go to 55, potentially 60, or do they have options?
If I guess if they don't, what I'm saying, if they in good shape, because I work out, go to the gym maybe 6 days out the week. But and I ain't saying you have to go to the gym, but as long as you got yourself, you keeping yourself together and you look good and you don't look nowhere near that age, yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's do it. Now the time has come. How could the woman reach out to you?
I think that's my Instagram, Calvez_Hightower.
Calvez underscore high tower. All right,
Yeah.
so come heal, ladies. Don't bring your past trauma into this relationship. He's 46. Do you want the woman to be in Charlotte?
Well, I'm moving back to Houston in July, so she could be between here and Houston. Yeah,
Between here in Houston. And
yeah,
his age range is 32 to 52. He's a field engineer, also has a trucking company, Aquarius. He do got a money requirement, make between 80 to 100K. So if she
yeah.
made 50K, you couldn't date her?
I ain't gonna say I couldn't date her. She might make 50K and she might be business savvy and can help me increase and help, you know what I'm saying? So that could increase her also. I ain't gonna say, never say never. Never say never. I'm gonna put it like that.
Never say never. Never say never. All right, let's do it. All right, Calvez, I'm gonna reach out to Kendra and see how it goes.
All right. All right, Kendra.
Bye, baby.
Bye. See you.
Okay, I like that we have men tonight. Alicia, I see you waving. So sit up, Alicia. Alicia, sit up. Alicia, sit up. Show me the whole room. Okay. Ooh, okay, you can go all the way around. You ready?
Oh,
You look so young. How old are you?
I'm 24. Wait, hold on.
Wait,
I
girl, you don't wave and ask me to pick you, and now what's going on?
Oh my
Girl, I'm gonna
God.
go to somebody else. Now I don't got time for these games. Now y'all got to be ready. I got people in queue. Danielle, you ready? Show me the room. Danielle, show me the room. All right. Okay. Danielle ain't moving, so I ain't getting her.
Yeah.
Hello? You
Yeah,
ready?
I was ready. I'm sorry.
Okay. What's your name, baby?
Alicia.
Alicia. Where you call me from, love?
I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati. How old are you?
I'm 24. I am young.
24. Okay. And what you do for a living?
I do like data entry work
Data
and some
entry.
model on the side too, a little bit.
And what's on the side, baby? What are you doing on the side?
I'm model.
Model. Okay. So we got Alicia.
I'm nervous.
Alicia Cincinnati, 24. Data entry models. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Keep the phone in your face, honey. Get the camera together, baby
Oh,
girl.
okay.
I can't have your head cut off, so don't have your head cut off.
Okay.
Bring the camera up so your head's not cut off, honey. There we
Okay.
go. I got baby see the top of your head. There we go. You said Sagittarius. Do you have any kids?
No.
No kids. Okay. Okay, Alicia, honey. Keep it. And bring the camera up so your head's not cut off, honey. Are you ready? Do you want to do this?
No. I'm too
Okay,
nervous.
bye, Alicia.
Bye.
All right, y'all stop playing with our good ass time. And y'all be saying, oh, Kendra, you. No, y'all stop playing with our time. Danielle, you got to show me the whole room. Show me the whole room. Show me the other side. Okay. Hello, you ready? No, y'all stop playing with our time. Hello, are you ready?
Okay.
Danielle, you're on. Danielle, you can't see that you're on the show now? Hello, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Danielle, you're on the show right now. Okay. Danielle, you're on.
Yes, hi, Kendra.
Danielle, you can't see that you're on the show now?
Yes, I'm on.
Okay.
I'm on right now.
Okay, we have an echo. Turn off the other TV.
Yes, Kendra.
So turn off, I hear an echo. Can you turn off the other TV? Okay, we have an echo. Turn off the other TV.
Oh, I got you.
Yes, Kendra.
Okay, I muted it.
Okay, now focus on me. Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you. I'm sorry about that. Lord have
Okay,
mercy.
yes, you were responding to the TV. All right,
Yeah.
get into the light. Okay, this is good light. You were walking to light. Oh, this is perfect light. Stay right there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, your name is Danielle, correct?
Yes.
Danielle, where are you calling us from?
I am from New York.
New York, what part?
I am from Queens.
Queens. How old are
But
you,
I was
baby?
born in Trinidad.
You were born in Trinidad.
Yes.
Okay. How old are you, honey?
I am 30 years young.
30. Okay. What's your zodiac sign?
I am a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. What you do for a living?
I work with the IRS.
Okay. Works for the IRS. So we got Danielle, New York, Queens, 30. Sagittarius works for the IRS. Do you have any kids?
No kids.
No kids. All right. Let's do it. Danielle, New York, Queens, New York, works for the IRS. No kids. 30 years young, she said. Sagittarius. What kind of man you looking for, baby?
Hey, Kendra. I want somebody that's tall because I'm 5'10". So like I need somebody at least like 6'1". No kids. Sorry, I don't want kids. Somebody that makes at least 150 because like I live in New York. It's expensive here, you know. I would say a guy that, yeah, that's just tall, no kids, God fearing, you know, and nothing crazy.
Okay. Don't have your head cut off.
Oh, I got you.
Okay. All right. So you got there. I don't know if I got even more questions for you, child. You done answered a lot. You got me the height, the money, all that. What's your deal breakers?
Deal breaker. Kids, of course. Another deal breaker is somebody that is like so much like obsessed with social media. Like I can't deal with it, you know.
Okay.
And that's about it.
That's about it. So you already mentioned height. I guess, well, you mentioned height, but the question is, does he have to look a certain way? So other than 6'1", any other appearance requirements?
No, you can even be shorter than me. Like for me, like I'm like, cause like short guys are tough. Like short guys will like, they'll ride for you. Like they'll fight anybody for you. So like, I'm not even on that, you know, like that height thing. But I kind of
Well,
am.
wait a minute. You said you
No,
wanted,
I
that was the
kind
first
of
thing
am.
you said.
Yeah. But like, I'm just saying, like, you know, like, say if you're short, but you fit, like, you know, you know, like you're, you know, like you're this and you're that, then yeah, just come on and, you know, like see if we can match. But for me, I would say, deal breaker is just somebody that's not God fearing, to be honest, like, you know.
Well, right now I'm asking you about appearance. So now are you saying being 6'1" is not a requirement?
It is a requirement, but say if you fit all of the other things, then we can work it out. You know what I'm saying?
Then it's
Because
not
you
a
can't have
requirement
everything
then.
nowadays, right? You can't have everything that you want. So like I'm you know, like I'm open to, you know, it's a
I
short
don't
guy,
know.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay,
Shit.
so with that being said,
I'm
let's
nervous,
we
Kendra. God damn. Let me fix my top. Let me get myself together. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to ask it again. So 6'1", therefore, is not a requirement.
It's not a requirement, but that's a preference. Yes.
Okay. Money, is the 150K a requirement?
That is a requirement.
That is a requirement. Because I was gonna say, when you said if he's not 6'1", so I was gonna say if he's 5'8" and makes 150K or more, he would have a chance.
And God fearing.
And God fearing.
Yes.
Now let me ask you this. If a man is 6'3", God fearing, but makes 70K, does he have a chance?
No, because then he cannot be a provider. Like, because like I live in New York. Like my apartment it is $3,000 a month. So somebody that makes 70K that's like impossible, you know?
Okay. That's one way to look at it. Or it's one way to look at it is now you have an additional 70K to the income that you have. So, no.
I mean, but you got to minus taxes. You got to minus taxes and their family,
Well,
their
okay.
lifestyle.
True. I guess what I'm saying is whatever he made, I'm not saying you have to deal with this, right? But it's not 150K, and I understand that is your requirement. We could live there and keep it going. But if you have $2,000 worth of rent and he made 80K, you would end up paying less than 2K because he would contribute to what you're already paying. No?
That's true.
Okay, but 150K is her requirements. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay, let me put you. I'm gonna put you here in the kitchen. Can you see me good?
We can see you.
Turn around.
Woo, we see you. I want to add on to what I just said because and a guy said this. It says women are not willing to do 50-50. So, but you'll be single and do 100. Like you won't go 50-50 with a man, but you'll be single and spend 100%. So even if you went 50-50, you will end up still spending less than what you already spend by yourself. No?
Well, for me is I was married before. I got married young. I got married at 21, and he was a 50-50 man. And within 2 years, he became a 100% man. So I believe that once a guy gets a wife, you know, like he kind of levels up. So I'm not going to come at somebody that you know that they can do 50-50 because maybe they have a family, you know, that needs help. You know, maybe they have bills here and there, you know. So like I'm not stressing that, but like as long as you strive for more, then I'm good.
So I have a question. I just want to make sure I'm clear. So you guys are 50-50, but in 2 years, he started paying all the bills.
All the bills. He did not want me to work. We moved from New York to Texas, which is like miles away, and he was just like, look, I'm going to work 7 days a week until I can, you know, and he worked 7 days a week and he just left it like that, you know. So, you know, to say that people can't grow to that, you know, like I'm willing to wait, you know.
Why'd you guys get divorced? It seems like he was the man for you.
We just weren't for each other. We got married really young, like at 21. He's not my type anymore, and I'm just gonna leave it like that.
We'll leave it at that. But he did,
Yeah.
but he was the provider. He fit the provider type that you desire, but he's no longer your type in physical ways.
Mentally mostly. Like say if we would have a conversation. Because for me, I feel like I'm very like I'm 30, but I feel like I'm going on like 37. And I feel like he was, let's say 28 going on 21, you know. So
Okay. All right, fair enough. So we got the explanation. Thank you, honey. When was your last relationship?
my last relationship was 5 months ago.
5 months ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Yes, that was in November of 2023.
2023. Okay. What are 3 flaws you have? November 20th. Is that the theme for my show tonight? You are the
Listen,
third person.
I heard you saying that, and I don't know. It's
Literally tonight, you're the third person that said the last time they was intimate was November of 2023. Is there a full moon that I don't know about that people just became
maybe
celibate?
something is in the air. I don't know. Like maybe some scientists have to do some research. I don't know.
That's crazy. All right, what are 3 flaws you have to work on, sweetheart?
I would say patience. I have to work on patience. Growing up, you know, being from Trinidad, like I had to wait a lot and I kind of got frustrated, but now I learned that that's a virtue. So patience. Second would be something I have to work on. Maybe just being too nice to people, kind of not seeing them as their full potential, but kind of seeing them as a fantasy person, like, oh, they could be this person. That's number 2. Number 3, something I could work on. Like thinking too much, you know, like just thinking all day about stuff I shouldn't be thinking of. I can't sleep at night. Just thinking too much. Yeah.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm a people's person. I am very like, I am adaptable. I have no kids. I have money. I'm from the Caribbean. I have values. I want, you know, people to like, you know, like be themselves. I'm very caring, you know. I'm nervous at times. I'm shy / outgoing. So, you know, that's why.
Okay, you know we got a couple paid questions for you. Are you ready?
Of course, Kendra.
Okay, let's go. Exclusive 40 says, does the man that makes 150K paying 100% the bills get the equivalent from you with housework and submissiveness?
Yeah. So if you make 150K, you would basically be the person that is providing mostly. So you would get anything you want. basically, because you're providing. But I am that girl that I'm gonna spoil you on your birthday. I'm gonna send your mother gifts. I'm gonna send your sister gifts. I'm gonna send everybody gifts out of my pocket. So it's it's like a win-win. You can't go wrong.
All right, we got some more questions. You ready for it, girl?
I'm ready, Kendra. And I'm loving it here, Kendra. I'm loving it, baby.
Thank you so much, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
All right, so some of these is gonna be a little tough.
It's okay.
Denzel Washington. Denzel.
My brother's name is Denzel. Yes.
Okay, it's actually not Denzel. It's like, and I could be saying it wrong. It's GHENZZEL. I think there's a way. Let me see if I can learn the way when I read the question, it shows up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how to do it. Okay, but anyways, I did it. Okay. He said this: boo, you pay all your bills by yourself. High value man ain't beating your door down. Living in NYC, that man making 150K would have found you by now. Kendra G, shout out to the single by choice.
All right, so to what's his name? Denzel. I was dating a white guy who makes at least $3 million a year. And the third date, we went to Miami. And no, we did not have sex. We was in total opposite rooms, everything. He was an older guy, but very attractive. He worked out like 4 times a week. And I only broke up with him because the looks I got from other women, like the black women used to stare at me, the white women, young women, everybody just used to look at me like she's a gold digger or some weird shit. And I was just like, look, I can't do this, and to be real, I feel like I want a black guy because like the skin is different, the smell is different. Yeah, so they're there. The millionaire guys, they are around, and they like thick women, and they like smart women, and they like, so don't think that they just want one thing and that's it. That's not true.
Okay, I'm actually happy you brought this up because I've been meaning to talk about this. So again, bring the camera out so you're not cut off.
Yes.
So this man, you said he was a white man and y'all were dating, y'all were in a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
And you never had sex?
Never had sex. We were dating for about 3 weeks. One thing with guys
were you
that's
dating?
Like older.
Wait, hold on. Were you dating or were you in that's my man, I'm his girl relationship?
Dating.
So you weren't in a relationship?
No.
How old was this white man?
He would have went there.
How old was this white man? How old was this white man?
59.
Okay. And you are what age? 30.
30. Okay. But
so I want to talk about that.
To be fair, he works out 4 times a week, Kendra.
But hold on. You probably were never sexually attracted to him. And I feel as though he had the money and $3 million, who's not going to try it for a certain amount of time. So now his income is, since you had that experience, now you want to find that in a black man, I'm assuming, correct?
No, like not so much. Cause like for me, like my income is 125. So for me to try to find a guy that makes 25K more than me, I don't think that's crazy, So.
Okay. This could be true, and you did say you were married to it. But the one thing I've been wanting to talk about, like you are, I've been hearing this from a couple of black women in particular, that they had experience with white men who treated them sugar daddies, giving them money, but they never were intimate. Like they were never having sex with these men. And I feel as though there are some white men who are, they have money, right? And they have a fetish for black women. So they don't mind
They
giving
just want to be
women,
around you.
But the challenge becomes when, and again, you didn't even have sex with this man. So I'm not sure if he was ever a real option. I don't think you were sexually attracted because if a man
I wasn't, I'm not gonna lie. I like my black man.
You wasn't. There's no way
a
man is spending that kind of money on you. And if you're sexually attractive, shoot, women have had sex with men for quite less. So my assumption is he had the money he had enough money to treat you amazing, but you were never sexually attracted to him. And he knew and also, furthermore, he knew in order to have you in his space, he had to spend the money on you, or you wouldn't have gave him your time.
Yeah.
But I think I want the women who are experiencing these moments from these white men to see it for what it is, opposed to thinking that this translates to other scenarios. No, this is a white man that's a sugar daddy that's
He
just
got
giving
money
you
to
money.
spend.
Most black men that got that kind of money in your tax bracket, it's not really going to always go that way. And I just want women who are all these women that are experiencing these white sugar daddies to just know the difference.
That's true.
All right, you got some more questions. You ready for them?
Of course.
Okay. Chance the Chief said, case in point, the woman claims to have a white millionaire and rejected him because she cared more about the opinions of other women than the man pouring into her. Red flags, you blew it, mama.
It was, first of all, girl, when you have options and you get that shit on a daily, you're not worried about a millionaire man. They just like a regular 50,000 man. That's first of all. Second of all, I was worried about the way that a black woman looked, preferably not the way that the white women watched me, not the way that the Chinese men watched me, the white. It was about the black women. The fact that they would look at me a certain way, that said enough about me. I respect black women to the degree. I'm a black woman. My mom is a black woman. Come on now. The way they looked at me, that said enough for me. And being that, like Kendra said, I was not attracted to him in that way. I'm not the type of girl that's going to marry somebody just for their money and spread my legs just because they got some money. Come on now. I'm not that type of girl. So yeah.
Well, let me just jump in and I'll just give you some advice. The only reason it shouldn't have worked is because you didn't like it. I'm not moving because of somebody else's opinion. Opinions, don't ever do that. You live life for you. The people that's in the comment sections, you don't know them. So you're going to direct your whole future over a stranger, over a look. Like, first of all, why are you even... To be looking at my life means you're not looking at your own. So
that was the
only thing that made sense to me is today. I knew you wasn't physically attracted to him, and that should have been your answer. Do not move because of other people's opinions. That's just
I was being honest.
Not why.
You are completely
all right. Here's another question for you. Shay says, so your submission has a price tag while you're all over the place like a roadie shop in NYC.
First of all, Shay, girl, come on camera and come on this live.
I think it's a guy. I think Shay's a guy. Shay's a guy.
Oh, Shay is a guy. Shay don't got no girl, cause like, say if you had a girl, then you would not be on here right now. So you just a lame. But since you send $7, that's equivalent to some chicken wings. So since you send some chicken wings, I'm gonna give you a chicken wings response. Nigga, you not in my league. Goodbye.
Okay, and I gotta remove you. Okay.
$7, Kendra. You can't be serious. Goodbye.
This one said, let me see. And then, okay, you guys, we're gonna keep going. We're not. I can't remember my last question. I asked you your 3 flaws.
Kendra, I'm having too much fun. I'm nervous, but I'm shocked at my damn self. Shit, let's go.
All right, I asked you your 3 flaws, right?
Yes.
Okay. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Just because I'm fun. I am very relatable. I have a good heart. I want to know about you, your life, your family. I can cook. I can clean. I have my own money. I'm sexy. I'm naturally beautiful. Hey, I work out. So.
Do you you have no kids? Do you want kids?
It depends on the man. Yeah.
Can the guy have kids already?
No.
No. So no man with kids. Okay. I think this is the overall statement, not necessarily to you. Everybody judges says the black worshiping gotta stop, and black women not growing old with you or taking care of you. I don't know if I agree with that.
It's not about that. it's just about the respect for Black women. And I think like what you said, and that's why I brought up when Kendra said maybe you was not attracted to him. She don't know me, she don't know him, and she could already say that she was not attracted to him. So the fact that the ladies were looking at me, that was kind of like reflecting on what I already thought or knew. Like why
Well,
even went
basically,
through
what
why
happens is this: you
Mhm.
weren't with him because of the money. So you
Yeah.
felt you felt when other people probably saw you with this 59-year-old white
Yeah.
man, and you're 30 now. So if you're 30, you might
I'm
have been
30.
29. Okay, when was this relationship?
That was just like a few months ago, maybe like a year, less than a year.
Okay, so you were 29. So obviously, if somebody sees a girl as yourself with a 59-year-old white man, we definitely are gonna figure that's a sugar daddy. I don't think you just
Right.
woke up today and said, I want to be with my grandfather, right? So you probably just didn't like that people could see the truth, to be honest. It was just the truth. And I knew some of these things because listen, women love to be loved, right?
Yeah,
Like
like to
women
be
love to
treated
be
well.
loved.
Yeah.
Like, listen,
Wine
like,
and dine.
yeah. So here's the deal. So if a man is wine and dining you, buying you gifts, flying you somewhere, and you don't have the urge to sleep with him, you don't like him. You're not sexually attractive. Because that man, if you are sexually attractive, child, you're gonna get him on in the car because you so like mesmerized by the whole moment. So I already knew as a woman you weren't sexually attracted to him. One last question, and then wait, hold on. One last question, then no more questions for her, y'all, because y'all going too hard. Little Double I said you didn't like him, but you let him spend money. So it's that Little Double I said you didn't like him, but you still spent his money. You still spent his money.
I did like him. I did not see a relationship with him. There's a difference. I liked him enough to spend my time with him. My time is very valuable. Like people die every day. Like let's be real. Like my dad died. My brother died. Like come on now. Like time is wise. You know. Like so I liked him, but like Ken just said, I wasn't sexually attracted to him. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So like I just cut it off right
this.
then and there.
Okay. He liked you romantically, right?
Of course, he was ready to give it up. He was ready to, like lay it down, marriage, but no.
But you knew from the jump you never liked him romantically.
No.
So that's the point he's making. He's making that you
I
knew.
was hopeful though. I was hopeful that, there would be a spark, but there wasn't. And that's why I cut it off because I don't want to, make nobody spend or be harmed. So I'm like, look, we're not supposed to be together, and that was it.
Okay. Do y'all still stay in contact?
No, I actually told him that we were better off, just going our separate ways. And he was like, well, you're the first person to even tell me that because most people just go ghost, so.
Okay. And what did he do again? He flew you somewhere, you said?
Yeah, the third date was in Miami. Was for 3 days. Separate rooms. Mm-hmm.
So he flew you to Miami and paid for you to have a separate hotel room?
Yes.
Oh, that
very nice guy. Yeah.
He's a lonely man. That was stupid. He was stupid. I wish he would find someone that he could really share his life with and stop spending his money on young women who ain't never.
He only dates black women. He only dates black women. So yeah.
Well, you know what? I take it back. I think he wants to be a sugar daddy. So may he find his sugar mama or his sugar baby.
You said it, Kendra. You said it. Okay.
He wants to be a sugar daddy. All
okay.
Right. All right. Let's just stay focused. How can a guy reach out to you that's interested?
So I'm not big on social media anymore, but you can get my TikTok. It's my name right here. Danielle _ Belgrave 93. Please, if you're like a bad person or you're not God-fearing or you have kids, just don't waste your time.
No, nobody with kids. Okay, we have another comment from Shay. I'm gonna let you decide. You ready? Okay, you want it? Of course. Okay, it was gonna be your decision. If you didn't want to hear it, then we'll keep it
I'll
going.
answer you. Of course, Kendra. I got
All right. So Shay was earlier. Shay said, I make way more money than you. Clearly your feelings are hurt tonight. You couldn't afford my 6K a month mortgage, but go off.
Obviously the fact that she sent $10 and
It's
she
a
want to
guy.
say
It's a guy. It's a guy. It's a guy.
okay,
It's a guy.
the fact that Shay sends $10 and wants to say that he makes more than me. He doesn't make more than me. You come on now. Like, a man that makes more than me would never make such a comment. So Shay, you need to just go somewhere and maybe just get some help. Maybe just like figure out like whether or not you like men or women. Because maybe you like men. And that's okay. That's okay. That's all right. I ain't. All right, but just don't come after me, please. Just go somewhere. I don't care about you.
All right,
And no,
all right, all
I'm
right.
not. I'm having fun. I'm nervous. Because I'm talking to Kendra. Are you serious? What?
All right, no more questions for her, guys. No more questions. We got Danielle, New York Queen, works for IRS, no kids, 30 Sagittarius. And her contact is Danielle _ what is it? Belgrave 93?
Yes.
Belgrave 93. Thank you for being willing to go
Of
with all the
course.
comments.
Thank you so much, Kendra.
All right,
God
bye,
bless.
sweetheart. Bye,
Bye
sweetheart.
bye.
Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Y'all was coming. Y'all was emotional with that one. Y'all felt away. Carol Thomas. Carol Thomas, show me the room. Carol Thomas, you guys show me the room. Janae, show me your room, Janae. Show me the room. The other side. All the way on the other side. Okay, okay. You ready? I can't hear you.
I was chewing. I had to give me a little snack while you was talking to that lady.
Is your name Janae? Am I pronouncing it right? What is
Janea,
it?
Janea. My mom added an extra syllable at the end.
Okay. Bring the camera down so I can see your full head.
Is this better?
If you come down a little bit more, that would be better. The opposite way. Okay. Other way. I can work with that. Janea,
Okay.
where are you calling us from?
Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond. Okay. How old are you?
I'm 24.
24. What you do for a living?
I'm a marketing specialist, so pretty much I do everything like digital content creation, social media, emails, things like that.
Okay. Janea, Richmond, Virginia, 24, marketing specialist. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo.
A Virgo. Do you have any kids?
I don't.
No kids. Okay, let's do it. Janea, Richmond, VA, 24, Virgo, marketing specialist, no kids. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I first and foremost, I do want to say I have been on here before, just in case, but I was with Zach and I looked a mess. So I wanted to try again. But to answer your question, I'm looking for someone that's like marriage minded, willing to commit, willing to start a family, without kind of falling into the social media discourse. I've run into that a lot.
Okay.
And I'm over it.
Okay, again, bring the camera up. I don't want your head to be cut off. There we go, perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, deal breakers.
I would say low ambition, like content with the same old. Because in life, I feel like you have to kind of progress on, and I feel like if you don't have any intentions on doing that, it's not going to work out in the long term. And then I would say someone who doesn't know how to carry themselves well in certain situations. So like going to the club is different from going to church. If you wear the same outfit to both locations, I feel like it doesn't mesh well. My family can be kind of picky. And so I don't even want to hear from them. So it's like, I just kind of have those expectations. But
wait, when you wear the same outfit from church to somewhere else?
Yeah, it's like, the same black tee and jeans to every event. It's like, come on, give me something to work with. But I'm not like materialistic or anything, but just someone that knows how to carry themselves differently in certain locations.
Okay. Not the family talking about it, child. He wore that outfit to He wore that same outfit to Thanksgiving dinner.
Unfortunately,
do we gotta look a certain way?
No, I don't really have a laundry list. I'll just want to be attracted to them. But other than that, I don't have any description in my head.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
No, no. I'm still kind of young, and I know people are finding their way. And so just enough to take care of yourself. I live by myself. I kind of function. I'm a highly functional person, if that's the right words. And so I just kind of want you to be on that same timing. But other than that, I don't have a set price or a set salary in my head.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay, let's see. Can you see me? Sorry, my computer is the opposite way.
Looks like you got a shape, girl. You turn around, we saw that curve just a little bit.
I try to
look
keep
good.
myself together.
You look good, Janaea. When was your last relationship?
I would say it ended in 2021. So from 2019 to 2021.
From 2019 to 2021. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I have to be a lady and decline, Kendra. I'm sorry.
Okay. This is a good compliment to you. Little Double I said, she's beautiful, Mrs. Kendra.
Thank you so much.
What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
I would say I have to work on thinking in like black and white. Sometimes it's like I can just come up with an answer quickly, but there are nuances to situations, and so I have to be more open-minded in that regard. I would also say I kind of like put a lot of pressure on myself, and so I'm always kind of like comparing and contrasting, not in a jealous manner, but I just put a lot of pressure on myself that sometimes I feel like kind of makes me a little nutty. But in a good way. I'm just a pretty driven person, and when I feel like I'm not functioning at the level I can, it just makes me not want to associate with people. And then the last flaw, I guess I would say, I don't know. I guess I would say I'm like kind of reserved. My trust is kind of bruised in a sense, like I just don't believe. I'm a skeptic. I guess that's the right word to use. So it takes a lot of proving to me that you're serious. Not that you have to bend over backwards, but I'm an actions over words type of person. So
Okay. Could the guy have kids?
I would prefer him not to, just because I want to build my own family, and I just know I know what it looks like when you have kind of like 2 different households, and it can be fine, but personally, I just don't want that. But I mean, I'm never say never. You don't know God's plan. So.
Do you want children yourself?
Yeah, I want a whole 5.
And what is the age range you would date? You're 24.
I would say between 24 and 35. My dad would lose his top if it was anything older than that, and I feel like so difference in generations once you get past 35. So the 10 years would be my preference.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I would say I'm a critical thinker. I'm solution oriented. I don't like to dwell on things that can be solved, which I feel like in this economy and this craziness that's going on, I feel like that's a good skill to have. I'm fun. I like to try different things. I like to try different foods. I'm just an adventurous person, but I'm also like really stable. Like I can hold down jobs. I can clean up, cook. I can be domestic, but I also can be like a go-getter. I take pride in my education, my career, and things like that. So I just feel like I'm a pretty well-rounded person. Not to toot my own horn or anything like that,
Not to toot your own horn. All right, let's do it. We got Janaea. Everyone likes you, girl. Janaea. Richmond, Virginia. Oh, does a guy have to be in Richmond, Virginia?
Richmond's a small, tiny little town, and I'm from here. And when small towns, you kind of know a lot of people. So I'm open to anywhere. I'm young. I'm still trying to find like my career, like solidify it. So I can go anywhere.
Okay. I got a couple of I keep pushing the wrong thing. I got a couple of paid comments. positive. I like when we get positive comments, y'all.
Yay.
Jasmine says she's a good one. I like her. I expect expect a DM from me. Jasmine said that. Coffee Killer said, you look very nice this time. Any advice for women about their appearances for the show?
The one thing I learned is it would be common sense, but be ready when you click request. But I get when people are like, I didn't think you were going to choose me, because it happened to me. So now I'm kind of like, let me, brush my hair. Let me put on some clothes. So before you press request, just be ready. That's all I would say.
Yeah, and I can sit here. I think I can give the best advice on that. The better you look, I know a lot of times, and I love that everybody's so comfortable. People be in their car shop, they just be comfortable. But really, it's your first impression. And honestly, because my show is viral, you really want to look your best. Like you want to look your best because this is your first introduction. And it's just, I mean, we see it all the time when a woman is presentable, attractive. She does get great responses, and it's just the truth. I mean, you witness it for yourself. So the better looking you look for as a woman, I mean, listen, I'm gonna just give the facts. Younger does work in favors too. I definitely see a lot of men spending and saying kind words when the woman's younger, but not always the case. Ultimately, just being well put together is most important too. So, yeah. But I did ask you the final question, correct?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. I do want to make sure that you get all your positive statements. Antoine Crown said, she's a smart, gorgeous woman. Good catch for a respectable man.
Oh my gosh, y'all are so sweet. I was nervous because y'all are tough critics, but I appreciate the kind words greatly. Thank you so much.
Yeah, the cousins are not, I got some mean ass cousins. I got some lovable cousins too, because we be blessing people over here. So I'm gonna defend my cousins, but it's a family. They got everything a family got. The ones you mess with, the ones you don't mess with, the ones gonna tell you what you don't want to hear, but they like you. I will read this. This is a long one. Janae, you're lovely, but you're attracting the wrong element because you're contributing to the mess somehow. Kendra G, shout out to Theo Coop, do better. I don't know what message she's, I don't know. You don't have, what message is she contributing to? She's 24 years old. Did you tell me your last, did I miss something? Did you say something? I don't know. I don't know if I can agree with that one. I got to go back and see if you said anything that aligned to that, but I don't think you did. All right, overall, people are saying you're a great catch. You're a great catch. So let's do it. How can the guy reach out to you?
On Instagram at honeyworkit. And it's literally just HoneyWorkit, honeyworkit, like RuPaul.
Spell it one more time for the people.
It's HoneyWorkit.
KIT. All right, sweetheart. Will you keep me posted how it goes, boo?
All right. Thank you so much, Kendra.
Bye, sweetheart. I did call her name before. Carol. Oh, let me do that before I get to that. Let me see, because what y'all in here? Okay. Office James said, too many baddies on the show. We finally got a goodie. I thought baddies was a compliment. So is baddies not a compliment? Is baddies not a compliment? Hold on. Why my cousin? My cousin is my assistant, and she know I'm hosting my show. Hosting. I don't know what that means. This one said, 22, educated, and my facial hair is going to connect soon. Hopefully, I get a chance. Oh, he said my facial hosting. I guess he liked her too. 22, educated, my facial hair connected. All right, let me get this one lady I had promised. Carol, you ready, honey? You ready, lady?
Yeah.
Let me see this eyeshadow, girl. Oh,
I have a.
Hello?
Here once before, I have an update.
You have update? Okay, I hope your Wi-Fi is going good. What's your name?
Carol.
Carol. Okay, you was here before with me?
Yes.
Okay, what's your update, honey?
Okay. Well, I had a lot of DMs, but I didn't. One of them worked out. He was in I think he was in Africa, I believe, and it lasted for like a year. But I seen a lot of red flags, so I had to let him go. He
What
started
were the
like
red
asking for
flags
money.
that you saw?
He was asking for money. He started asking me for money. And then he had like a business going on, so he say, and then all of a sudden his business crashed, and he kept asking me for money. He was asking me personal information, and then he wanted me to send for him to come down here to move in with me to get a green card or whatever. So that failed.
Wait,
And
hold on, real quick. So y'all dated for a year? So did y'all ever meet in person? And now were you committed to him?
I'm sure y'all was, yeah,
Now, Carol, how old are you, Carol, honey?
56.
Now, Carol, at 56 years old, you ain't know that he was trying to get your money and try to get over here with you after a year not seeing each other. Did he ever offer you to go to Africa?
Yeah, he wanted me to go there, but I didn't want to go. And then it was too many hours. He said it was like 12, 13 hours to get there on the plane or something like that. I don't know.
So, Carol, why didn't you talk to anybody else besides this man for a year?
Well, to be honest, I know you probably don't remember, but I'm interested in women, and my daughter was making comments about it, and she was mad at me when she seen the show, but I was just being honest, and she said that she didn't care if I dated women, but she do care because she always say she throws slugs all the time. So I guess I was just biding time, just talking to him to avoid to date who I want to date. But I talked to her, matter of fact, tonight, and she brought it up. She brought it up to me. She did throw some slugs and stuff like that, but I just decided I'm going to date who I want to date, and I don't care what she says, what kind of slugs that she throws, however. But I just haven't found a female that I'm interested in, and I
Okay.
really don't go anywhere. It could be a big problem. I stay at home a lot. I watch Netflix and Hulu and just all kinds of just movies and basically just stay at home. So that
Okay,
could
so
be a
now
problem.
you want to do it again, but this time you want to focus on women only?
Yes.
Okay, let's try it. Carol, 56, where you calling us from, love?
Temple, Texas.
What part of Texas?
Temple, Texas.
What are you saying? What city?
Temple, Temple.
Temple. Simple, Texas. You have a daughter. Do you have more kids besides your daughter?
Well, my oldest, unfortunately, he got murdered, and
Sorry to hear that.
I have a 25-year-old and a 38-year-old, a
Okay.
boy and a
Are
girl.
your children by the same man?
Mm,
How many men?
3.
3. Sorry about your son that got murdered. That's terrible. That's terrible.
It's getting better. It was back in '03.
Okay. Well, I think that's something you never get over it. You learn to live with it. You learn to live with
Exactly.
it. Yeah. So my sympathy still goes out to you. Have you ever been married?
No, I haven't.
Okay. And what do you do for a living, Carol?
I do hair, eyelashes, makeup, nails, and braid and cut and stuff like that.
Okay. So you obviously dated men because you have kids by 2 different men. When did you start dating women?
I've dated women, but I kept it on the down low. Nobody knew.
So you've been
Nobody knew.
bisexual all your life?
Yeah. I
So when
just
did you
kept
get
it.
okay.
I kept it hidden. I kept it, because my mother, she has a problem with it too. In my family, they're very, very, very outspoken, and they can be very rude. And so I don't want to hear it. So I kind of keep it. But right now, I was like, I stay by myself. My son moved out like 3 years ago, so I'm just gonna do me. I'm just gonna do me, and I don't care what people think or what they say because I'm not happy and trying to make them happy and worry about what they think about my preference. So yeah.
Okay. And so we're gonna proceed, but women only.
Yes.
All right. What kind of woman you looking for, Mama?
I'm looking for, I guess, an honest woman, God fearing, um, in shape. I know I need to do some exercise, yeah, but well, she can be kind of heavy set, but I don't want a woman with a big stomach, So I just want them to, be, fit. But I'm working on getting fit. I am, but that's just what I like. Um, I have this girl that I've been attracted to, but I haven't said anything to her. We just basically be talking and stuff like that, but I haven't even told her. But she's gonna know now, though. She's gonna know now. I haven't told her, that I'm into women, but she's gonna know now.
Well,
So
you
I
didn't
don't
say
know.
her name, so she won't necessarily know unless you say her name. Don't say her name though. So she won't know.
Well,
So
so
I mean, why do you? Is she like a coworker?
no, actually, she's not. I've been knowing her for a while. Um, we just started getting contact. I seen her on Facebook, and that's how I ended up seeing her again. But actually, she messaged me on Facebook, and that's how I ended up seeing her again.
Okay. All right. Um, any other requirements before I go to your deal breakers?
Um, yeah, no, that's the only thing I can think of right now.
What are your deal breakers?
My deal breaker is I prefer for the female to not have sex with men.
So no bisexual women.
Exactly.
Okay.
That'd be my deal. And I would prefer one with older kids.
Okay.
With older kids.
What's the age range you would date? You're 56.
I say from 50 to 65.
50 to 65. Okay. Should she look a certain way?
Um, no, I'm not. As long as the personality is okay. I'm not. As long as the personality is cool. So it looks really don't matter. It depends on the personality.
Okay. Should she make a certain amount of money?
Hmm. Well, no, I'm not a biggie on that. Just as long as she has ambition to make more. Other than that, I'm not really prejudiced on the money. She can long as she has ambition and on her way to try to make more. Other than that, I'm not really big on that.
Okay, you're not really big on that. Okay. Um, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Yeah. I am in a wheelchair, so I'll do the best I can.
Are you in a you're always in a wheelchair?
Oh yeah, well yeah, I can walk a little bit now. I can walk a little, but it hurts. But let me see if I can try to.
Well, you don't have to stand if you're in a wheelchair. I didn't know you were in a wheelchair.
I'm in a wheelchair.
Okay, no, you don't have to stand. I mean, do you walk too?
I'll use a walker.
Okay. You don't have to stand up if you're in a wheelchair. So are you in a wheelchair majority of the time?
When I'm in the house, I am. But when I go out, I use the walker. But I talked to my doctor, and he told me while I'm in the house, he said I need to start getting out of the wheelchair and start walking, even though it hurts. I'm doing a lot better because I couldn't even walk. I couldn't even really walk. I'm doing a lot better, and I'm a chronic pain patient, and my pain level has decreased because I was so much in pain. I mean, like I couldn't even my hips. I couldn't even really open my legs. Like I was in so much pain. But it's getting better now. It's getting a lot better because I
What
lost a lot of.
happened? What
It's my
happened? What caused you to be in a wheelchair?
My bones are deteriorating, and the arthritis is so bad it's eating away my bones. And so I lost about 100 pounds. So I got like maybe 100 more to go.
Okay.
So my goal,
Well, okay. Well, we
pounds.
are sending
'Cause I'm
you
6'.
prayers. You do not have to do the Kendra cam. You are fine. You don't got to do the Kendra cam. When was your last relationship? Was it that African man child? That wasn't no relationship, Carol. What was the relationship before the African man?
No, you know what? It's been years, really years. I haven't had a relationship in years. Yes, in years. And the last time I talked to you, because I know you're going to ask this question, so I'm just going to just say it. It was 3 years that I hadn't had sex. Um, Last week I gave in. It was horrible.
It was
It was
horrible.
horrible. Mm.
Was it with a man or a woman?
Man, it was horrible.
Was it horrible because it was with a man you just don't want to be with men?
No, before he even got it in, he came. It was horrible.
Ooh, child, not before, not the pre-ejaculation. Well,
Yes,
how you
my
do
luck.
that then? It didn't go down then, right? Was he older?
No, he was like 28.
Wait a minute, Carol. You're 56. It was a 28-year-old boy. What you doing with a 28-year-old boy?
It wasn't planned. It was not planned. Don't judge. It wasn't planned. It just happened. You know,
How did it just
money was.
happen? How did it just happen, Carol?
I guess the drinking. I had some. I had some. I drank a whole bottle of what's that drink? I had a whole bottle of Taylor Port wine, the whole bottle, and it just happened.
Ooh, child, Carol. Now, Carol.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know, if you was a man and you was 56 dating a woman 28, the cousins will be going off. But they're saying some of the people are saying he's grown. 28, he's grown. I don't listen, it's your life. It's your life. We at the end. Why would a guy, what are the 3 flaws you have to work on, Carol?
Okay. My first one is to get out more, get out the house more. The second one is stop being so. I guess I could say gullible. Um, and then being too honest. Sometimes I'm too honest, so I need to
Okay.
work on that. I give too much, you know. Uh, so I
And
need to
why would a
hold
guy
back
be
on.
lucky? I'm sorry.
I need to hold back on being so honest. You know, just like I'm brutally honest,
Okay.
and sometimes it backfires. That's not a good thing.
All right. Women only. Why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
Because I am faithful. I'm very, very nice. I'm giving. I'm a happy-go-lucky person. I'm kind of goofy. Um, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, let's do it. Carol, 56, Temple, Texas. Do you have an age range?
No.
No, you don't. Okay. All right. How can the guy reach out to you?
Okay. Well, on Facebook, I go as
Okay.
Margot, and Instagram, I go as Jello makes me happy 557,
Jello
and
makes
I
you
have
happy on Instagram.
and I have a TikTok. It's called it's eyes. So um, so I'm on a lot of platforms. Like I finally got up to 1K on Facebook. My page got monetized, so I'm starting to get paid for it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, listen. Where do you want the guy to reach out to you at? Give me one.
I'll say my biggest platform would be Facebook. I'm Margot.
All right.
Margot.
Okay. All right. Well, keep me posted how it goes, baby.
I sure will.
Bye, baby. Bye,
Bye.
baby. I do want to say this before we go. For all the women that listen, it is what it is. But for all the women that were saying 28 years old is a man and he's grown, keep that same energy when the older men come up here and say they want women in their 20s. I personally look at it the same. I'm not giving you a gender pass, but most women tend to go off when we have the older men, particularly in their 50s or more, and say they want a woman in their 20s. Matter of fact, Dave, who's actually getting married this year, that was what kind of happened. Dave was actually just 50. I think he was 49, and he wanted a girl, I want to say 28, 29. And when I tell you he was slaughtered by the women, even a woman, it's a classic moment on the show that came on and said he was a pedophile and he didn't, and all these things, had all these names to say because he was a 49-year-old man that wanted a 29-year-old girl. So I say that to say, keep that same energy because I saw y'all saying, he's a grown man. He's a grown man. Well, okay. Just remember that the next time a man that is older requests a woman, I want you to say, well, she's a grown woman. She's a grown woman. Okay? Just that's all I'm saying. Just keep the same energy and I will have no issues ever. All right, we gotta go. We gotta go. I might go to TikTok. So if you have a TikTok page, no, the ones that do 2 more. We went 2 hours and 6 minutes. I'm gonna go to TikTok though right now and try it out. I'm gonna go to TikTok right now. It's Kendra G Media on TikTok. Kendra G Media on TikTok. Bye guys. Bye.